Well, welcome to Gardener's Cottage here in Blakeney on the North Norfolk coast of East Anglia in the United Kingdom. And we're here in the little courtyard garden on the back of Gardener's Cottage, which was formed when the cottage was renovated and the kitchen extension put down on the southern aspect that we're looking through now, getting glimpses into the kitchen. I think the reflection just gives you an idea looking backwards more than being able to glimpse into the cottage on that window. There we go. Just getting a glimpse into the entertainment kitchen here at Gardener's. But it's the courtyard that we've come to have a look at today. And we're now in the middle of August. And it really is giving us the beautiful effect that we hoped with this planting. Lush, tropical, nice shady place to come and sit on a really hot day. And a lot of that shade is now being cast by this 10-year-old fig. Actually, it's a little older than that. I was just thinking when this was planted, and it was 2007. So that's coming up for 15-16 years ago. And it's formed a beautiful canopy on this flint and carstone wall that forms the back edge of the courtyard. The border at the base is extremely dry, but that supports some tulips and some other spring bulbs in early spring. We've then got clematis and the roses that we showed you in the courtyard earlier in the season. There's a marigold in there which has finished its flush now. We'll deadhead that. We do tend to leave a few of the hips because they do form an orangey, quite attractive hip. We've then got Wisteria, which is the classic English mauve wisteria. You can just see some of the late summer second flush of flower coming out from the new growth that will give this a hard prune back in around 3 to 4 weeks when that second flush is complete. And then the rose in the corner is the repeat flowering and planting of the marigold. And at the base of that we've got lemon verbena, which is a herbaceous perennial herb, dies down or can be cut down to the ground each year. And to the side of that, a rosemary, and plant in the corner is the wonderful lemon verbena, which again drops all its leaves every year, but is a hardy perennial for us here. Forms a woody stalk that overwinters nicely, looks as if it's died every year, and then breaks to give you this beautiful little lush green, slightly fibrous, but the scent of this, it's just beautiful. Really mirrors the scent from the lemon verbena. And then at the base of the bathroom window we've got another rose, which is a yellow rose again to continue the flusher colour that we've got from the marigold throughout the summer. And at the base of that there is some valerian, mixture of pink and red valerians which are just seeding in the gravel there. And then the other herb to the side of the kitchen door is a bay tree. These are quite hardy here in Norfolk. I have to prune these back quite hard. You'll see the vigorous nature of the growth on these. That's really loving it in this semi-shade that it's got in this courtyard position. But the overall effect here for guests is to create this lovely dappled shady area where if they need to get away from the heat on the southern fire side of the house, they can come and have a quiet drink. A little patio area also to give them a collection of herbs that they can use in cooking with the rosemary, the bay. We did have thymes and everything at one stage on the gravel courtyard floor, but they're not as hardy as I'd like them to be here in Norfolk, so we have lost those. And there are mints planted around the place, but again at this time of year they are pretty sparse to see. There's not a good patch of mint here. It's something we should look at, bringing a pot of fresh spearmint over to allow guests to have access to that. It'd be a nice addition to the courtyard cottage garden. So I hope you've enjoyed this little tour and come visit us here in Blakeney and enjoy this house.